I thank you very much for providing me an opportunity to speak on the general budget presented by our good friend Sri Arun Jaitley. And in fact, as already, this is my fifth time that I am initiating debate on the budget. And my good friend Sri Arun Jaitley is very good, excellent in articulating whatever he would like to speak. If this is the way, the ruling party would like to react on this.
सब एक दूसरे पे रिएक्ट करें, आप बात करते रहो। मैं भी कहता हूँ।
The small mind which the Prime Minister talked about lies there, not here.
आपसे सीखे होंगे। आप बात
I'm just telling you.
Yes.
So I just thought when the people speak about a big mind, broader mind, liberal mind, they should behave like that, which they don't. The morning, and the Parliamentary Affairs Minister has no word to say, or what to say to tell them to keep quiet, which they don't. Because this is the manner in which they have deliberated in the election.
Now, Honorable MP Veerappa Moily ji is requesting for very calm situation here. But Congress people, especially under the leadership of Srimati Sonia Gandhi, should be ashamed that they accepted to Shri Narendra Modi's speech, the leader of the House. उन्होंने जो किया है, ये महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी का अपमान है। ये हम बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते। मैडम अध्यक्ष जी, यानी पूरा हाउस शांति से सुन रही थी, बिना कोई कारण लीडर ऑफ द हाउस को रोकने की कोशिश किया, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को रोकने की कोशिश किया। यानी मुझे लगता है बहुत ही शर्मनाक है। और सोनिया जी जैसे जो यूपीए का चेयरपर्सन है, कांग्रेस का अध्यक्ष रही, वो जानती है। मैडम, आप भी इस हाउस में थे, हम भी इस हाउस में थे। मनमोहन सिंह जी जब प्रधानमंत्री थे, कभी उनको हमने रोकने की काम नहीं किया, हम अच्छा आचरण किया। लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री को रोकने का और उनको बोलने नहीं देने का एक अक्षम्य अपराध कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया है। हमारे सभी एमपी आक्रोशित है। यानी संसदीय लोकतंत्र आदान प्रदान से चलता है। यदि वो हमें सुनेंगे, यहाँ के हमारे सांसद उनको सुनेंगे। यदि वो हमको नहीं सुनेंगे, यहाँ के सांसद क्यों सुनेंगे उनको? और यदि वो देश के प्रधानमंत्री को अपमान करने की कोशिश करेंगे, देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी को रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे, लीडर ऑफ द हाउस को तसल्ली से सुनेंगे नहीं, तो उनको याद रहना चाहिए, उनको समझ में आना चाहिए, ये हाउस भी कांग्रेस के कोई नेता को सुनने के लिए तैयार नहीं रहेगा, तैयार नहीं रहेगा। यानी ऐसे दादागिरी से, ऐसे रवैया से आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो। मेरा आपसे निवेदन है, बजट के ऊपर हम बहस करना चाहते हैं, आप बहस करवाइए। हमारे सांसदों का आक्रोश है, वो आक्रोश का प्रदर्शन करेंगे।
आप बैठिए, अब उनको बोलने दीजिए। कुछ ऑब्जेक्शनेबल लगा तो आप बैठिए। लेट हिम स्टार्ट फर्स्ट, लेट हिम स्टार्ट एटलीस्ट। यस, मोइली जी, वीरप्पा मोइली जी बोलिए। मोइली जी, आप यस, आप
Madam Speaker.
Yes. तारिक जी आप बैठिए. बोलिए बोलिए.
Madam Speaker, I'm speaking.
Yes.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
No, it's all right.
बोलिए दो ना.
If the Honorable Minister for Parliament Affairs would like to run the
model parliamentary
model. Model.
What about the leader of the opposition? What about the UPA chairperson? What about the Congress party? What were you doing? What were you doing? Last 1.5 years.
जी प्लीज.
Last 1.5 hours when Prime Minister was speaking, what were you doing?
Madam, I would like to know.
How can you cannot summarize? You cannot summarize what Jyotiraditya Sindhya was doing.
बोलिए.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam Speaker.
तारिक जी आप अपने सदस्य को डिस्टर्ब करें. लेट हिम स्पीक. यस.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
This is most unfortunate that a Parliamentary Affairs Minister
बैठिए.
speaking, look at his
Everything
body
is
language.
unfortunate happening here.
Look at the body language of the Parliamentary
Actually,
Affairs.
no body language. Everybody's body language. Please, nothing will go on record like this.
No, so
Because everything
leader,
unruly going
because
on.
even in the morning,
Nothing. आप बैठिए.
no, you are not there. I know.
बैठिए.
You have all
वीरप्पा जी को बोलने
you have all
दीजिए.
been elected in 2014 by creating confusion and disorder in the
आप
country
बोलिए.
and telling all lies, and you'll have to wait one more year to go. I think have patience.
वीरप्पा जी
They
बोलिए.
will have one more year to go.
आप बैठिए.
That's all.
Nothing will only वीरप्पा मोइली जी बजट पे बोलेंगे वही बात जाएगी. ऐसा नहीं होता है. आप बैठिए. पहले. Let him speak.
Madam,
Let him speak.
madam,
वीरप्पा मोइली जी.
madam, madam,
वीरप्पा मोइली जी बोलिए. वीरप्पा मोइली जी आप स्टार्ट कीजिए.
Madam Speaker. No, what is that?
वीरप्पा मोइली जी बोलिए. वीरप्पा मोइली जी बोलिए. वीरप्पा मोइली जी. I'm sorry. आप बोलिए वीरप्पा जी. आप बोलिए.
Madam Speaker, the behavior of this member,
मोइली जी बोलिए.
behavior
तो आपके
Madam
सदस्य को
Speaker,
आपको बोलने
the behavior of this honorable member, reminds me of the story of Bhasmasura, who want to put their respective hands on them and burn themselves even before 2019 election. I don't think we can help them. I don't think God alone can help them if there is a God. So, Madam Speaker, I don't know whether the finance minister sitting here would like to get this budget passed or not, or he would like to go away without any debate. He has to make it very clear. It is the duty of the government to cooperate to run the business of the house. That is the parliamentary convention, and today it appears to me that the ruling party, they do not want to cooperate with the finance minister to get the bill passed. This is difficult. So I can't help, you can't help, only they should help themselves. So, Madam Speaker, today I would like to say that the budget has been presented on first, and I have few points to highlight. Here, this is the federal budget. This should be. This is the federal government. But what we see here, I can narrate number of instances where it doesn't reflect the federal character of the budget. Here, particularly in the roads and the infrastructure projects, they have charged the cess. And by charging cess, they want to misappropriate the revenue which is due to the state government. Excise will be given to divisible pool, that is 42% of divisible pool should be given to the states. Whereas, even in the case of petroleum, ₹2 per litre, they would like to put the cess and misappropriate the entire amount. And 42%, here what happens, if they put the cess, the entire thing will come to the government of India. This is the way the government, the budget is a serious assault on the federal concept of the economy of this country. The direct taxes are concerned, they have put the long-term capital gain tax. UPA 1, when our government was there, we removed this taxation, that is the long-term capital gains tax. And it was replaced by Security Transaction Act. This logic is good for compliance because that you are very sure about it. But that has not had any adverse impact on the money market. But now, Security Transaction Act continues. They have not repealed it. They have not sought repealing. But in addition to that, now they will have the legislation on the capital gain tax at the rate of 10%. It's a double jeopardy. The purpose for which it was replaced in the UPA 1 now has been defeated by the present government by putting a double jeopardy. That is why there is a total collapse of the stock market. They had an eye on the capital market. It was raising, and stock exchanges around they said they were all very happy, jubilant that the stock is raising. Now they have come to the abysmal low ebb with regard to the augmentation of the tax. With regard to the disinvestment, very purpose is lost. They said 80,000 crores, but out of 82,000 crores, 52,000 crores is the disinvestment of 51% of the shares of the Hindustan Petroleum, which is a public sector, by the ONGC. One public sector share is purchased by the another public sector. Very purpose of definitely igniting the capital market has been totally gone away. This is only a make-up to show that they have succeeded in getting more disinvestment. From where? Madam, I was a petroleum minister. We handled all the public sector petroleum, public sector, the oil ministries. All public, unlike the banks, all the public sector oil industries came up. They were on profit. They were contributing to the purchasing power of the people. But now they would like to have an eye on just like banks, they have already made it bankrupt. Now they would like to make these oil companies also bankrupt. As a result, what will happen? There will be a total casualty in this. And disinvestment, what is that they are seeking for? Total sell of the Air India. Prime Minister in the morning was talking that, these people have no aviation, UPA had no aviation policy at all. So, yes, we never wanted to have aviation policy. Straight away, selling the Air India to the private sector. We never had that kind. We don't want that kind of thing. And, he was looking at it. Now the question is that, the Air India sale, they are going to sell to the private people. And instead of, I can understand opening up the shares to the private party. But wholesale, the sale of the Air India is most detrimental to the economy of the country. And, they have definitely, they are not improving. The question is that they don't want to build any public sector, whereas we have built it. We had the biggest Paradip refinery was 100% built by the UPA 1 and 2 government. That was about to be commissioned. Because of some cyclone, we could not organize a program for Prime Minister. Of course, I am happy that the present Prime Minister has chosen to go and inaugurate the Paradip refinery, and it provided lakhs and lakhs of jobs, and also provided the downstream petrochemical projects. You know, that is the project which can create jobs. That is how we created jobs. Whereas, yeah, this government has no sense even to acknowledge, while inaugurating, the work done by the previous government. They think they want to own everything. They think immediately after the marriage, within a month or two, you know, the babies will come, and they own it. This is what the philosophy of the present government is concerned. We had worked out another biggest oil refinery in Barmer of Rajasthan. My idea was that we should create another economy, the prosperous economy, like the Middle East countries. In the desert, there are plenty of oil. That is a heavy oil, crude oil. That was, you know, if you transport it to Gujarat coast, you know, you lose a lot of money. It requires a lot of money. That is why we wanted to put up a Barmer oil refinery with the support of, I was the minister, and, you know, we have put up the plant, worked out, all technical viability work has been done, financial resources have been mobilized, and, you know, our UPA chairman, Srimati Sonia ji, came and launched it. And they said, you know, with the collaboration of the Rajasthan government. Immediately, Rajasthan government came, they said, you know, and the present government, they said, we don't want to have it. They have given up. About 3 months back, very same Prime Minister, and also the BJP Chief Minister, Srimati Vasundhara Raje ji, they again relaunched the same project. Just a man, there is an escalation cost. More than 5,000–6,000 crores of escalation cost. How much wealth is lost? We would have utilized the oil crude oil which was produced in that region. By now, my idea was, make this country oil self-sufficient by 2030. That was the idea, and we would have definitely achieved it. In fact, the whole scheme has been given up. We have already made viable studies on the CBM, coal-based methane oil, and also for the shale gas, and also the crude oil. But today, they are not interested. They are only interested in purchasing oil from the outside. Why? Because they think that no, they cannot have a commission if there is a crude oil exploration here, and they cannot have a commission. You know, I think that old traditional thinking that crude oil gets a lot of wealth for them. So, in fact, I don't see you at all. It's not worth seeing your face. Don't worry. I don't see your face. So I will see only the face of the speaker, and I will speak. I'm happy about it. So I need not worry about them. And all these people, I have seen them, you know. And in my life of 50 years of political life, I have seen such people. I also know how they have gone to drinks after some time. This is how they believe. I know they are not only, I think all of them will not come even to the opposition. Forget about becoming MPs. So anyway, whatever it may be, they deserve what they are. I don't want to say, madam, I have constructed, you know, our petroleum ministry of the UPA government constructed 3 caverns to store crude oil in case to make contingency in the times of the distress. One was constructed and completed in Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Another was constructed in Mangalore in Karnataka. Another was constructed in Udupi, and ultimately they were all commissioned. But what this government has done? At the time when there is a low cost of the crude oil, any wise people, if they are wise, and people may have question mark on their wisdom, but now all the three caverns which was built with crores of rupees, they are kept vacant. They could have filled up that crude oil and taken advantage of the lower price of the crude oil. And today we would have gained thousands and thousands of crores of rupees, and there would not have been any problem with regard to the finance of the government. And they don't do that, and they just want to put blame on our government. Then the present government, the exploration policy is concerned. With the exploration corporation is concerned, as I already said, UPA had planned to cut down imports to 50% by 2020, 70% by 2025, and to empower India to become self-sufficient, totally eliminating import of crude oil by 2030. But the NDA government has failed to take advantage of this window of opportunity. They have failed because they have a faith in importing it, either importing from Middle East or importing from Australia. Now they have opened up a new door for what happened to the agreement which was drawn. I myself personally gone to Kazakhstan, and we have agreed that from Kazakhstan gas pipeline will be laid, and the cheapest ever possible gas will be brought from Kazakhstan to Afghanistan, Afghanistan to Pakistan, and Pakistan to India. And today, that kind of a cheapest gas, now they have forgotten. They think that Australia, there is somebody, some middleman, they will have to strike a deal, and they speak of corruption. If they are really interested in fighting against the corruption, why should they hold back the Lokpal Act? That was meant to fight, because there was a big agitation all over the country for implement Lokpal during our period. We readily accepted it, constituted a committee along with Anna Hazareji and others, and we passed an Lokpal Act. If they are really interested in fighting corruption, and they should have implemented Lokpal Act. Very fact they are not doing it, they have something to hide, something to suppress, something to hold back, and everything is cheap. And I will come back to the Rafale deal at the last. And UPA too had, with regard to the Aadhaar, the BJP, they opposed it tooth and nail. They said no Aadhaar. Despite that, I, as a petroleum minister, was the first minister to initiate a step for seeding the 295 districts by implementation of direct benefit scheme in respect of LPG, and to eliminate all the duplicate suppliers, and we got it done, and Aadhaar was implemented, and direct benefit transfer was done. They said even that Ujjwal was initiated by me, implemented by, provide the free gas, but these people have abandoned it. It is only now they think that Aadhaar is the best source, and ultimately they can get credit because they are interested in Ujjwal, not in the producing oil or supplementing or distribute to the other people. At least two, as far as the GST is concerned, it is said not only by Y.V. Reddy, former governor of Reserve Bank of India, but also Sri Raghuram Rajan, that GST is not free from costs. I also said you send it to the Standing Committee on Finance, and we'll refine it, send it to it, just like VAT, value-added tax, had something to do with evolving the value-added tax. Bhupendra Yadav from Rajya Sabha, and he is made the chairman of the Joint Select Committee, and hurriedly they brought this GST. There are two things which disrupted the economy of the country. One is the GST. That is why that GST is so vulnerable. In fact, just before the Gujarat election, they have reached restructured and reduced the taxation rate in respect of 276 items. Again about 76 items. That means to say this GST can be politically manipulated just to help them to get them elected. But anyway, people know the message and they will not go by that. But another 2 years, just like what Raghuram Rajan has said, just like why the economy cannot come back. In fact, there will be more than 2.5% reduction in GDP because of the faulty implementation of GST and because of the demonetization policy which was done abruptly. But they don't realize it. They don't repent for it. In fact, if you do not have a picture as to how much you are collecting, we do not know. This is a parliament. The finance minister will have to be accountable to the parliament. And you only lose your energy. I don't mind. I don't mind. Poor chap, you do it so that you will not be fit for the next election. All right. So the question is that we do not today is presenting the budget, getting past the budget, and also the finance bill. We would like to know how much he is expecting from the GST. What will be the lapse? What will be the deficit? And what will be the tax share? They will have to pay a lot of compensation to the state, maybe more than 10,000 crores, which has not happened when the Congress government implemented the VAT, and even though we provided the compensation in the VAT Act, we ultimately ended that we have not paid even a single paise as a compensation. That is because the faultless, tax regime. Now it is full of tax. That is why I think ultimate analysis, they will have to pay more than 12,000 crores or even more to the states. And I have some table to show how much each state is losing, how much each state is losing because of the structure of the collection. I have got the table. I don't think, many of them hail from those states. And Andhra Pradesh is concerned, because of the faulty implementation of GST, they will be losing 511 crores. And another state, Bihar, is concerned, they will be losing 1,147 crores per annum. I am telling you per annum. And as far as in fact, the Karnataka is concerned, it will be losing 559 crores. And like that, even the Madhya Pradesh is concerned, they will be losing 896 crores. And UP is concerned, they will be losing 2,131 crores. Our MPs should be accountable to their respective states. And UP is concerned, they will be losing 2,131 crores. West Bengal is concerned, they are losing 869 crores. This is the fate. Do you think that they will compensate it? And even if the compensation, there is no method and system. Ultimately, it can be politically misused. And they may give more compensation to their respective states, and ultimately entire allocation, there will be a total distortion. I don't think it can be done. That ultimately, unless they restructure the entire GST and make one rate, because idea was to make GST means one tax, one nation. They are interested in giving out slogans: one state, one nation, one tax. But here, one nation, multiple taxes. And this is the fate. Multiple taxes. This is the fate. Even they speak of one nation and one election, so many things. I can tell you one thing, madam, and they say, they tribute that UPA 1 and 2, we are responsible for paralysis of the program. First time, we wanted to make one grid, one power grid, one nation. I was a power minister. Subsequently, Sindhya ji succeeded in that power ministry. For 5 months' time, I connected Solapur to Raichur by spending 1,000 crores, by which the one power grid, one nation was heralded in the country by concerned, our Honorable Prime Minister, who gave a speech in Davos other day, increase in import duties run contrary to what the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said in the Davos conference, global conference. What did he say? He said, world is withdrawing from globalization, but India will continue globalization. This is what Narendra Modi has said. What he has done in the putting the import duty, he has talked against it and acted against it. I think there is no much difference between what Trump, US President, has said about the protectionism, what he has said. And I think this kind of a perversity of Trump, I don't think it is worth ameliorating by Indian Prime Minister. That it goes against the culture and ethos of India, and he has forgotten that. And while giving speech, of course, while he gives speech, he gets possessed, and that is what he has done in the morning also. We don't mind, but ultimately, by getting possessed, you lose the reasoning. That is what has happened with the Prime Minister reply today, and it looks to the public and also to all of us that he is desperate on something. I don't know what is that he is desperate. Of course, he knows that he has I don't think he thinks himself. Increase it, and that is why this reflects the credibility of the PM statement in the World Forum, and this should never be done. You don't think you have any other example of any previous Prime Minister talking one thing in the World Forum and doing something contrary in the domestic front. And this is what I would like to say. And in fact, large spending on the MSP and National Health Support Scheme. Question is whether they have the money. Question is, it is faulty. In fact, 90% of the, even presently, I have assessed as in the Standing Committee on Finance. We spoke on the farmers. We spoke on the MSP. Ultimately, even now, as far as the Prime Minister Bima Insurance Yojana is concerned, 90% of the premium collected from the poor farmers and common farmers is misappropriated by all the private insurers. Only 10% goes back to the, and last year 994 crores, unlawful dividend has been made by the private insurers as against the wishes of the farmers. And what is the bona fide of these programs? And so that is what we would like to know. What is that we are voting for? How much on health sector? They are provided only 2,000 crores, whereas it requires more than 2,60,000 crores for implementing the National Health Support System. Where is the money? Where is the money? And as far as the MSP is concerned, we have no idea how big it is and how they are going to meet. Different arms of government are telling different stories. There is complete confusion. And what you are promising, but what you have incorporated in the budget. In fact, farmers are committing suicide. There is no solution. And and as far as the other types, both cases, government works to agencies, health BSUs, and also insurance schemes. And MSP is concerned, it is by the Food Corporation of India. The Food Corporation is totally sick. They cannot procure the wheat from the Punjab, and anywhere they have stopped procuring. They have already become sick. And as far as the insurance is concerned, farmers' insurance is concerned, MSP is concerned, they will work to the agency of the government insurance company or the private sector insurance. That is only to make large profit for the private sector insurance company. And that is what, it is commonly said, it is the Sutput Sarkar, and accordingly the whole plan and the schemes have been worked out. And that is why defense is concerned. We had a steady erosion in defense budget. Now it is less than 1.8%. They speak about the defense of the country. Is it possible to defend the country with 1.8% of GDP given to the defense sector? And what will happen to the security environment? And what will happen to the, what is the potential threat? We are playing with the security. This government is playing with the security of the nation. In fact, they hurry up everything because they know very well that, whatever benefits them, they can do it. One instance is Rafale fighter aircraft. And this government, they compromise the national interest, they also compromise the national security. And in fact, this is the biggest scam of this government, apart from the GSPS, Gujarat refinery takeover, which that scam is of 20,000 crores. And complete non-transparency in this Rafale deal and disclosure of purchase price of aircraft, flagrant violation of the mandatory provisions of defense procurement procedure, prior clearance from Cabinet Committee on Security, sacrificing the national interest and the transfer of technology. In fact, the Defense Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, in a press conference in Raksha Bhavan, she publicly directed the Defense Secretary to share the purchase price of 36 Rafale aircraft. Nothing happened. That is all buried like you. Like you will be buried in 2019, and the Gopher deal is buried and dead and gone. And don't worry, Supreme Court to the CBI court, they have closed it. As far as the Rafale is concerned, nothing happened thereafter. Tragically, Defense Minister has finally refused to disclose the purchase price in Parliament on 5th February 2018. What is a shame? If they don't share, with whom they would like to share? And in fact, Rafale deal has left more questions and answers. Time for Prime Minister to answer questions to the people of this country, to the Parliament. I urge upon the government to come out with I demand a white paper to be given with regard to the purchase of this, and I can tell you that UPA negotiation, in fact the purchase of this very same aircraft, during the UPA negotiation, the price was 526.1 crore. As against the present rate negotiated price of 1,570.8 crore as per current exchange rate. Who is responsible for the loss to the exchequer? This has to be answered, and this is the biggest scam. And people who talk about it, perhaps if they look, now I understand why they are not interested in implementing Lokpal. They know very well if the Lokpal were to be there today, this would have been the first petition to go against the Prime Minister and this government, inquired the Rafale deal. I think let them constitute, if they are so courageous, let them constitute the Lokpal, and this will be the first complaint against the Prime Minister and the present government as far as the Rafale is concerned. It's a very fiscal. And what happened to Make in India? I would like to say that what do the people say, because they are not prepared to hear it. In fact, this is a New York Times item which came by an important Asia Pacific column. They say India's economic woes are piercing Modi's aura of invulnerability. That means, this is it. And they are prepared, they should answer it. Economy here is far, it is falling. The stock market continues to soar, and then now it is downgrade again. And I would like to know about another article in Forbes magazine, economy risks turning India's demographic dividend into a disaster. At no time such a commentary has come, because they don't want to realize it. The demographic, we are endowed, country is endowed with the demographic dividend because of the youth, the larger number of youth. Today, article in Forbes magazine, they say that it is the economy risks turning India's demographic dividend into a disaster. This is what is going to happen, and I can explain so many things, but I don't want to that. Modi and even every Prime Minister or any finance minister from our representative India has gone every time. his accolades. They praised India for getting up, but the credibility after address from our Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India has come to the nadir. And it is what they said in the Opinion India. And India was moment to lead. Prime Minister seemed reluctant to. Modi disappoints at Davos. This is the report which they are getting. But they don't realize. They want to silence the people with their big voice. Because their leader has a big voice, they would like to reflect on that big voice. But ultimately, that big voice is going to sink you, not sink our party. The result has already come out in Rajasthan, where we have got the shameless and Gujarat. Yes, not necessary. And this is what is done. And these people, however much they speak about it, is not going to help them. Rather, it will go them. And another point which I would like to say, that the Karnataka government is concerned. They came out, a statement which is not befitting to the Prime Minister was given in Bangalore. In fact, I would like to say, we are, as far as the housing is concerned, Karnataka has been allotted 3.36 lakh houses for poor under the PMA, but the state government has constructed only 38,000. This is what they say. In fact, under the PMA, and the government of share was 1.5 lakhs, and GOK beneficiary share is 3.5 lakhs. Number of houses constructed in Karnataka, 2,90,507. Let the housing minister of this government deny them. And then total cost incurred for the housing is 14,764.9 crores. Government of India share is only 4,357 crores, nothing more. Rest is invested by the state government. And in fact, I can tell you only two things which every prime minister, every member of the parliament knows about. This side and that side. And we had a flagship program, Sarva Shikshana Abhiyan, and also Madhyama Shikshana Abhiyan. Crores and crores of rupees was given by the UPA government for construction of cottages, for the rooms, and also for the appointment of teachers. Today, the last 4 years, not even a single paisa is released by the government of the present government under the Sarva Shikshana Abhiyan or Madhyamika Shikshana Abhiyan. And Rashtriya Madhyamika Abhiyan. They are not given. They say they are interested in school education, they are interested in the... We increased it in bounds and means, and the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, increased the allocation. But no sooner the Narendra Modi government came, this government has not released even a single paisa to any state, any constituency under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. And they have a face to say these things. And how do you face this? And I don't understand. I think you, Madam, one appeal to you is that make available the Discovery of India written by Jawaharlal Nehru and Glimpses of India written by Jawaharlal Nehru, and also Experiment on Truth written by Mahatma Gandhi, because they have forgotten this. They have no background, they don't have it, and that is why I would like to say that so that they can read history and come back. And in fact, and this is what, and in fact, and there is I think Prime Minister will have to relook his statement made in the morning, when he was referring to, Vallabhbhai Patel being denied the Congress presidency. He attributed to Jawaharlal Nehru. No, it was Mahatma Gandhi. That means it is an indirect reflection on the father. And Prime Minister of the country standing there and taking oath under Prime Minister and questioning the father of the nation. It is a shameful act, and which need to be, I demand the Prime Minister to give explanation or apologize to this House and to the entire nation for having passed aspersion on the behavior of Mahatma Gandhi. So this is a major matter which I would like to mention about this, and this is how, Madam, I would like to say that there is a quote. I would like to say this is from the book of the John Maynard Keynes, the great famous economist, who says, "Master economist must possess a rare combination of gifts. He must be mathematician, historian, statesman, philosopher in some degree. He must understand symbols and speak in words. He must contemplate the particular in terms of general and touch and concrete in some flight of thought." You won't understand this. It is Latin for you. You won't understand. Only the people who understand I am saying. He must study the present in the light of the past for the purpose of the future. No part of man's nature or his institutions must be entirely outside his regard. He must be purposeful and disinterested in a simultaneous mood, as aloof and incorruptible as an artist, yet sometimes as dear to the earth as a politician. This is the quality which, and I know that in fact, with regard to the rate of interest, and our investment private sector is down. It is on a negative graph, and there is no attempt in the budget to definitely augment the private investment. If there is no private investment, there is no job. And it is a job last year, even according to the CMI, the agency, and many IMF, many of the agencies, they said the last 3 years is a jobless growth in India because of the faulty decision of this thing. So that is what they attempt. And on rate of interest, what John Maynard Keynes said, the rate on interest is the price which equilibrates the desire to hold wealth in the form of cash with the available quantity of cash. Because of bad loans, all the major lending institutions are trying to increase their cash balances and have therefore either stopped lending to customers or put up the rates or are refraining from reducing the rates at which they are. What Keynes has said in the 17th century has become true today in India. I don't think any other country can practice this kind of an economy. Only we can do it because there are no years with this government to listen the right advice to the wisdom of the economists of the country. Or every economist is telling, pointing to this present ministry, you correct your mid-course, make a correction, and come out with the position. No. And they go on making experiment at the cost of the people. And another, within the risk management paradigm, there are two main approaches to reform. First is to allow market forces create more and better markets for the risk, new derivative products, more extensive financial intermediation in quest of holy grail of ever more complete markets for contingency. Have you gone mad? Have you gone mad? Why I don't know. I don't think you are considered to be a madman. Madman. Don't do that. Maintain your balance. Yeah, no. Why you are? I think better a doctor is called immediately, mental doctor, to examine that gentleman. Something has gone wrong with you. God save you from your mental illness. First, we allow market forces to create more and more better markets for risk, new derivative products, more extensive financial intermediation, and according to this view, financial system is like an early aircraft. Just because it is prone to crash, we should not abandon the attempt to make it reliable. And these are all the wisdom. And in fact, even Keynes further said, strange visions for an economist, but when Keynes was not primarily an economist. So not necessarily a finance minister should be a great economist, but only the most brilliant mind of modern times who devoted himself to the study of economics, a contemporary of Einstein, Freud and T.S. Eliot, who absorbed the mental and cultural vibrations emitted by their world and used them to revolutionize a science which had not progressed since the 18th century. I am afraid, and our honorable finance minister is equipped with all these things. He reads a lot of books. He must have read the Einstein, everybody. But I don't know. I know in the present regime, I don't think, he has been allowed to function independently to give a better budget and who can articulate economic theory of this country. So that is why today, madam, this is very, I must say that, this economy of this, and today they have declared Achhe Din during the election. Achhe Din, I don't know when they are going. I think only after the defeat in 2019, the Achhe Din may come for the country. Achhe Din will come to the country after you get a defeat. And you will be right down, you will be the first person to be defeated. Because the people know it is all photographed and people have seen how you are behaving in this house, and and all the screen is on and your behavior is well known. And there is a threat for the growth boom. And in fact, and survey admits there is a fiscal deficit and current account deficit and hints at slower consolidation. In fact, this is what it is doing. While trade policy is good, export is curtailed, export is not growing. And all this manufacturing sector that is going down. With all this, how do you create a sustainable economy? And agriculture also, I have already said about it. And in fact, during UPA government, Dr. Manmohan Singh has waived off 72,000 crores debt. And immediately after 6 months' time, entire amount of 72,000 given lent by and waived by the banks have been reimbursed by the state government, so that the banks did not collapse. Banks survived. This is what is done. And they are afraid of everything because they are not strong within themselves. They are not within themselves. And the flagship program is concerned, even including the irrigation projects. It is found that only 4 out of the 23 large irrigation projects targeted for completion by March 2000 were fully completed. Look at this. How do they help the agriculture sector? And in fact, Center has set a goal double farmers' income by 2022. But farm incomes are either stagnant, it becomes minus, sometimes 1.8%, and I call upon the government to establish a statutory farmers' income commission to ensure basic living income for agriculture households. Merely making an announcement without a structural reform in the agriculture sector is not going to help you. As far as the time has come, in fact, the gross tax revenue is concerned, it is broad capital expenditure capex is concerned, it has slowed down. And considerably through BE was increased over previous year, indicating a slow pace of implementation. That means there is no increase in public or private capital. Gross capital formation in the economy has been showing a declining trend in 2016. It was 30% of GDP, slipping from almost 35% in 2013-14.
Yes.
How do you improve it? How do you develop? Where is vibrancy? Thus, if you see the declining trend of fixed capital formation, which accounted for 70% of total budgeted capital expenditure, it is a worrying trend, and there is no indication in the budget that this trend will be reversed. According to CMI, rate of stalled project, they say we are implementing all projects, but according to CMI, the agency, rate of stalled projects is close to rupees 1 trillion rupees. 1 trillion rupees. All stalled projects.
Yes.
This shows that along with the private sector, government has also now joined this slowdown. In the economic survey, which was presented by the very same government in 2014-15, they said that the fundamentals